Jeff Bezos is looking more and more like Lex Luthor by the day. Although instead of being jealous of Superman, he's compensating for a small penis. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about Jeff Bezos' cock rocket. YouTube can't demonetize me if I'm not monetized in the first place. So if you didn't know, Elon Musk isn't the only billionaire with a spacefaring company. Jose Bezos has one too, called Blue Origin. Jeff and his buddies took a trip to space a few weeks back in a rocket that looks very suggestive. Now we all knew Jeff was compensating for something, but spending millions is going a bit far. You know who else is compensating for something? Me. I'm compensating for having a small channel by shilling out at the start of every video. Did you know 50% of the people watching this aren't subscribed? And the other half also aren't subscribed, but they have small penises. So, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications now to get 1 extra inch on that chode of yours. Now back to the rocket that's been plastered all over the news. Like the next generation's Bezos plasters on a child's face every night. It's just so phallic. Look at that. Look at the tip. When are they just going to toss a pair of balls on it? That's all it really needs now. Jeff is literally Dr. Evil from Austin Powers.
Colonel, you better take a look at this radar.
What is it, son?
I don't know, sir, but it looks like a giant
Dick!
Yeah.
Take a look out of starboard.
Oh my God, it looks like a huge...
Pecker!
Oh, where?
Wait, that's not a woodpecker. It looks like someone's...
Privates! We have reports of an unidentified flying object. It is a long, smooth shaft, complete with two balls.
What is that? That looks just like an enormous...
Wang, pay attention.
I was distracted by that enormous flying...
Willie.
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, it looks like a giant... Johnson.
Yes, sir.
You know, Jeff brought 3 other people with him on the flight. His brother, which I didn't even know he had a brother. I always assumed he had to be an only child or a homeschool kid to get that kind of superiority complex. But apparently he was neither. He also took an 82-year-old woman and an 18-year-old teenager from the Netherlands. Bit of a weird selection. I'm kind of wondering if this is going to be the new Epstein private jet. Let's make sure no one that was on this flight commits suicide. Actually, after looking into it more, the old woman on the flight is Wally Funk. Even if she is named after the Johnson family booger wall, she's very accomplished, like surprisingly so. She was trained to be an astronaut way back in the 60s and did amazing at the time, but NASA wouldn't take her because woman. Don't you hate it? But, you know, good for her to finally get to go to space. She seems like a genuinely nice lady. The kid, though, I have a sneaking suspicion he's probably Jeff Bezos' crush. It's just so weird to think that a kid barely older than me went to space. Oh, wait, his dad's a billionaire. That's why he's in space. What a surprise. Oh, and he's in real estate. Even better. I love landlords, God. Little Jeffy even said it was the best day ever, which is great for him. Apparently they were weightless for a whole 11 minutes. Also, barely in space. They were just on the edge. That's like saying you have a Lamborghini when you have a 2010 Ford Focus. Although Jeff's little rocket lasting 11 minutes in anywhere is probably a miracle, even if it was just the tip. Jeff Bezos has been even more pissy though, because he's not considered an astronaut. Because of changes to the FAA rules, only people who actually participate in the flight would be considered astronauts. And the Blue Origin cockpit was controlled from the ground. Basically, now being an astronaut and getting the wings is a title that actually takes effort. So, no glorified space tourists getting the astronaut title. Oh, and for a bit of a nice finish to this, after being denied astronaut status, Jeff got passed over for a NASA contract in favor of SpaceX, and got passed over as the richest man in the world. But no, Jeffy B wouldn't take this sitting down. Instead, he takes this while screaming on the floor, throwing a tantrum. He decided to sue NASA. He said that giving one company a big contract like the one to carry astronauts to the moon gives it insurmountable leverage. Which, whatever you say, Jeffrey. But would you be complaining if it was your company? I think not. Little Jeffy B is a very selfish man. This is just more of Bezos being a spoiled brat of a person. Barely an adult, basically a child in a man's body. Oh, and you want to know why NASA only gave out one contract? Because it has no funding. It would have given out multiple, if it got any money. Instead, all of the money is going towards the military. What a surprise! Maybe Jeff could help out, if he's so concerned with space travel and the future. Maybe he could help with his millions and billions of dollars he probably spends lobbying our government on something useful. But honestly, fuck billionaires in general. I don't care which one gets more billions for their company. They're almost all horrid people. And borderline criminals. But whatever. Before I go on an anti-billionaire rant or an anti-military spending rant, I'm just gonna end it. Anyways, thank you all for watching. If you liked the video, like it. And if you want to see more, subscribe, hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload. Anyway, see you all next time.
We are